Great day, awesome students! Welcome to 21st Century Literature from the Philippines and the World class. My name is Miss Mary Grace P. Mendoza, and I will be your teacher for this module. Today, we will going to talk about a new topic. But before that, let's have a quick review of the things that we have learned from the last discussion. We have learned about poem and its elements, figures of speech, and the famous poem To the Man I Married by Angela Manalang Gloria. Do you still remember them? Great! For this module, we will going to discuss essay and its elements, structuralism, and the essay Hum002 ASHFALL by John Jack Wigley. Are you ready? But before that, let's talk about the target goals. First, recognize essay and its elements. Second, appreciate Filipinos' resilience in times of catastrophe. And lastly, write a reflection paper about the text analyzed. Now, let's get started. Essay is a short piece of writing that talks about an idea in a clear and precise way. According to Booth and Mays in their book, The Northern Introduction to Literature, 10th edition, essay is a short written composition that articulates, supports, and develops an idea or claim. It presents an argument with clarity in response to a question or stimulus, and it persuades the readers that the position is credible. Essay has 5 elements, and these are tone, thesis, structure, evidence, and conventions. Now, let's discuss each one of them. Tone. Tone is the attitude of the writer towards his or her topic. Thesis. It is the main idea and the main proposition about a certain topic that you demonstrate. Thesis statement should be true, but debatable, and it should govern the whole essay. Structure. An essay should consist of 3 parts: introduction, body, and conclusion. Introduction. Its purpose is to introduce your reader of what your essay is about. Body. It supports and develops the main idea of your essay. Each body's paragraph supports a certain point of your thesis. Conclusion. Its purpose is to summarize the main points of your argument. If appropriate, to draw a conclusion about the issues you have been discussing. Evidence. These are the facts, examples, data, quotes, or details that you include in your essay. Evidences should be right and concrete, enough for the readers to trust it. Conventions. Literary essays use the present tense to refer to actions that occur within or are performed by the text. Now, let's discuss one of the literary criticisms, and that is structuralism. Do you have any idea what it is? Structuralism, by its name implies, deals with the text's basic structure. It sees the text as systems of interlocking signs. Furthermore, it argues that all texts, all meaningful events, and all signifying practices can be analyzed for their underlying structures. Such an analysis would reveal the patterns that characterize the system that makes such texts and practices possible. In structural analysis, every human culture has some sort of language, and every language has the same basic structure. Words or sounds are combined to produce meaning according to a grammar of rules. Breezy and Tompkins point out in the article Structuralism and Semiotics that when analyzing a literary work using structuralism, you are generally asking these questions. What is the text's genre? What are the patterns of the text that make it fit with a specific genre? What's the relationship between the text and culture? What patterns in the text are also patterns present in culture? Can we also connect the patterns in the text related to the text's specific culture to other cultures to show how the text relates to the greater human experience? These are the basic characteristics of structuralism. A holistic interpretation of the text, a focus on the underlying patterns or systems that cause changes in actions, a look at the structure beneath the world that can be seen, an acknowledgement that societies create structures that repress actions. To know more about structuralist criticism, click on the links below. Today, we will going to talk about a very interesting essay, and I believe every one of us could relate. Hum002 ASHFALL is one of the notable works of the award-winning writer John Jack Wigley. The author himself shared his unique and humorous experiences when Mount Pinatubo erupted in 1991. This cataclysmic event affected thousands of people at many places across Luzon, especially Pampanga, his hometown. But do you wonder who is John Jack Wigley? John Jack G. Wigley is a native of Angeles City, Pampanga. He currently teaches at the University of Santo Tomas as a full-time professor. He is also the director of UST Publishing House. He finished his PhD in literature as cum laude and has the distinction of having the first creative non-fiction dissertation in UST. John Jack is so amazing, right? Now, before we proceed to the essay, let me ask you these questions. What is your context about catastrophe? How do you manage your emotion in facing such? What are your sentiments about the crisis that the whole world is currently facing? Reading time! Just a reminder, you may pause this video once you start reading and play this again once you're done. Happy reading! To read Hum002 ASHFALL, just click on the link below. How's the essay? Did you enjoy reading it? What are the insights and lessons you've gained? Can you share it with me? Wow, that's awesome! Now, before ending this video lecture, let us answer and reflect on these questions. What was the attitude of the mother in the essay? What does the author mean by the line, "But not the poor? They are like fungi. They don't die. They morph after a catastrophe"? And that's it for our discussion. I hope you've learned a lot. Now, prepare yourself as we unravel the magic behind the theater world in the next module, which is Play in Philippine Literature.